Okay, guys, so what we're going to do now is we are going to take the things that we had on our startup budget and we are going to organize them in the systematic way to make our balance sheet. So the first thing that we are going to do is, so we go to our balance sheet, and so we've got Hoey's Lawn Care balance sheet of June 30th, 2023. So this is basically happening right after the shopping day. So we've received our funding, we've gone shopping for all of our stuff, and now it's time to, so right before we start doing our business, start cutting lawns, we're going to do a balance sheet. So first off, we're going to start off with current assets, and the most current asset, the most liquid asset is cash. So we're going to go cash, and that can go equals, and we're going to go back to our startup budget and make that equal to that. And so then we've got cash, and there we go. Next one would be, next most current asset is going to be inventory, equals, we go to our startup budget, and we've got our inventory. So this is all the stuff that we need to kind of get things started. So get our business started, enough fertilizer, enough grass seed, etc., to get things moving. In your case, it could be T-shirts for your campers. It could be workbooks for your students. It could be flash drives, etc. So any of the inventory, things that are going to be used up with each client. Next, what we're going to be doing, I could split this up into two different ways. I could do prepaid marketing and just pull out the marketing expense, or just to keep things a little bit simpler, we're just going to go prepaid expenses, and we'll make that equal to that. And that will be everything for our total current assets. So total current assets is going to be equal to sum of those things. There we go. Can underline that one right away. Next, we're going to do fixed assets. Oops. Next, fixed assets. So this one is going to be the total equipment. So these are things, so all of these things, a whippersnipper, weeding tools, seed spreader, a bike trailer, extra batteries, first aid kit, all of these things are, maybe with the exception of the first aid kit, but chances are these are all going to be things that are going to last for more than 1 year. So if you want to put, so say for example, if I wanted to put first aid kit up here under current assets, I could. It's up to you. But let's just say for the sake of argument, we're just going to go equipment. So equipment, I'm going to go equals, I'm going to go back to my startup budget, and I'm going to choose total equipment. So total equipment and total fixed assets is going to, now I have some other things listed if you wanted to. So you could, and want to get fancy, actually, I could list it as that, or I could also split it up as lawn equipment, all the stuff, and then I could go office equipment. And that's all the stuff that's owned by me. Oops. So really, it's up to you to decide how you split up, or the accounts, how you group your assets. But in the end, after you're going to have total fixed assets, which is equal to the total equipment. Okay. And we'll play around with the dollar signs. Total assets is going to be equal to my total current assets plus my total fixed assets. Now, my total current liabilities, and going back here, so this one, if you do not complete the Ontario Summer Company grant, you will owe that money. So that would be a current liability. And depending on when your parents want, or your family member wants that other money back, I would imagine, so the Bank of Family would probably also want their money back soon, within 1 year. So that is also going to be $200. So long-term liabilities, none. Total liabilities equal to that amount. So the next section, again, which might be causing some people a little bit of confusion, is, well, my equity section. So in this scenario, I have put in $400 of cash, plus I've invested equipment. So I have put in $1,700. So total liabilities and owner's equity is going to be the owner's equity plus the total liabilities. And we can see that total assets equals total liabilities, and the two sides balance. So I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. So I think what we'll do is, in this exercise, there's only going to be liabilities. So we're going to call this one just total liabilities, because this business is only operating for a single year. So, or a single summer. So just clean this up. And so that is going to be equal to equity plus the total liabilities. So I will underline that one, underline that one, underline this one. Going to put a border around the outside of that. Just gonna delete those rows. Then I need to put a double underline under the total liabilities and owner's equity. I'm going to put a double underline under the total assets, so to show that it balances. Make these ones financial. So those ones would be financial. This one is also going to be financial. Going to underline that one. Oops. Just need to do that as a single underline. Going to delete those ones. Good, good, good. Okay. Then in terms of percentages, we're going to make this one this plus this divided by total assets, and I'm going to lock that in. Into a percentage, drag it all the way down. Clean it up a little bit, get rid of all these zeros. And one last underline here. And there we go. So total current assets, my cash, my inventory, my prepaid expenses, gives me my total current assets. Just delete those rows. Then I've got my fixed assets, my lawn equipment, my office equipment, total fixed assets, total current assets plus total fixed assets equals that amount. My liabilities, what I owe the Ontario Summer Company, keep formatting the same. So I owe $200 to that, and total liabilities, and then owner's equity. This is what I invested, which is a combination of equipment and cash. And that's it. Hopefully this helps. Thanks, guys.